Just kind of what are your thoughts on the game?
Obviously, we hate to lose games, but especially at home whenever we have a good home crowd. So just disappointed that we lost that home game. We were talking after the game that, man, we scored 84 points, but then we gave up 87. And so just continuing to get in a groove with the people out on the floor. Yeah, super disappointed, but the new day comes, so just get better the next day.
How has it been adjusting to not having Peyton and Mia in the lineup?
I mean, every team across the country is going to have people with injuries, people sick, and so I think next man up. I mean, we have a really deep bench, good bench, and so people like Aaron step up and score 23 this game. So super huge that we have people that can come in and step up when people are out, and so I think not dwelling on who we're missing. Yes, we would love to have them back, but just having a mindset of like next play. So.
You mentioned Erin's 23. What's it been like to see her success after transferring in and joining the team?
Man, Erin and I clicked right from the start, and I knew we were going to be best friends, and so it's super fun seeing not just your teammates have success, but like your best friends have success. And so seeing her work pay off, the work that she does during practice and outside of practice, like pay off in the games is super fun. And so super exciting for her. But now, we're going to expect that. So we're going to need 23 next game.
And then just from like a player's perspective, obviously you talked about putting up 87 points, and a lot of that was because of Lemon. So what did you see from her, like on that end? Was it a problem with switching, or what was going on with that?
She's a great player, great three-point shooter. I mean, I think she's shooting like 50-something%, which is insane. But yeah, we knew she was a shooter. We just got to shut that down, turn her into a driver, and take away their key player. And if we would have done that, I mean, it's a different ball game. And so, yeah, I think from here on out, just, touching people's faces, turning them into drivers, and, yeah, taking away the key component, that would have been a game changer.
Oh, gosh. Knock it over.
All right, Erin, you had 23 points tonight. What went well for you?
I think just being confident. I think, since getting more minutes, my confidence has really gone up, and I think that I know I have the green light to shoot it, so when I get that space and get the opportunity to, have an open shot, I'm going to shoot it, and that's what my team needs for me to do, so that's what I did, and they went in today, so, yeah.
What's it been like kind of having to step up in that role of filling an injury and get more minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it's an adjustment. I mean, my minutes have increased a lot, so, I mean, it's been a change, but, I mean, I have good leaders and good people and coaches encouraging me and helping me get into the role and just helping me stay confident and know what I have to do.
You're pretty new to Western Athletic Conference play. Kind of what have you noticed about it that you didn't really see before?
I think, I just think the teams are all very difficult. I think that the competition is great from every team. I think that you can't take any game lightly at home or away. You're just going to have a tough matchup every time, so you have to come in prepared, know the game plan, and be ready to battle. So, yeah. Thank you.
All right, Coach, just what are your thoughts on the game?
Just pretty sickening. Like Bella said, I mean, we scored 84 points. Categories that we get really excited about. We had 15 assists. We scored 26 points off their turnovers, 21 points off second chance points. I mean, if you just start looking at numbers, you're like, oh, y'all won that game, and we didn't. We gave up too many wide open threes in the first half. I mean, we actually did work on that in practice, harped on it a lot. They're 19th in the country in three-point frequency, so they're trying to shoot threes every trip down the floor. We overhelped too much in the first half. We couldn't get back out on the shooters. Just a lot of things that we can control for sure. The frustrating thing is it's late January, and those are things that we work on, talk about a lot, and just getting our players to understand if you're 12 inches off where you need to be, people can score on you. I probably don't say this enough, but we're relying heavily on 3 sophomores in Meredith, Emma, and Aaron, and they're playing their 4th semester of basketball right now, and we're putting a lot on them, and they're responding really, really well. But we don't have that many players with a lot of years of experience under their belt out there right now, and so proud of our team for fighting back. We just dug ourselves a hole in the first half and didn't quit. They kept fighting, kind of shaking off mistakes and just trying to move forward to the next play. Proud of the effort, proud of the energy. Just defensive lapses, we've got to figure out rotations better and just play together better as a unit of 5 out on the court.
When you're down double figures and you keep fighting back, and then you get back down by double figures and you got to come back again, how big of a toll does that take, not just physically but mentally on
Yeah.
the team?
Oh, for sure. You get this rush of adrenaline, you're chipping away at it, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, you lose 2 possessions, and now they're back up 9 or 10. It takes a lot of physical energy, but for sure, like mental, emotional energy. You're just on a constant roller coaster, when that happens, and so it does take a little bit of a toll on you. I thought Bree and Zoe, they're handling their new roles pretty well. I mean, Mia Rivers was such a blessing for us, all the way up until her injury, and so Zoe and Bree now are given a lot more minutes, and they're trying to handle those. I thought offensively, down the stretch when we had it really close, we needed to make a few better decisions, and didn't run the sets correctly that maybe could have gotten us better shots. But just really proud of grit and toughness that our players show. They don't throw the towel in. They keep fighting hard. This is a tough one. We beat Cal Baptist here last year in double overtime. It was a game like this where really neither team guards very well. Lots of points put up, but it's a tough one to come out on the short end today.
When you're going through a skid like you are now, lost 3, 4 out of 5, how do you turn it around and get out of it?
Yeah, I think we've got to help put our players in better defensive positions. On the road last week, we didn't shoot the ball very well. And you're going to have nights like that. Tonight, I thought we scored well, but still the defense is not, doing their job. We've got to keep working on that in practice and get them to understand how important those defensive stops are.
Bella had a double-double in the first half. What can you say about her continued energy on the court?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much that I could say about Bella, just her energy, her effort. But there's no excuse for other people having 1 rebound if Bella has 10 in the first 20 minutes of the game. And so, that part of it's disappointing that we don't have other people that are in there mixing it up and helping with that. I mean, Bella can get 10. Other people that are playing 15 minutes and a half ought to have 4 or 5 themselves, getting after it. Rebounding has been really inconsistent down this 5-game stretch. People not blocking out or not tagging, going after offensive rebounds. But Bella's a great example of just giving her best all the time. She brings great energy to practice every day, to every game, fills up a stat sheet. Great effort. And she also had 7 assists tonight to go along with that. So, big time game for Bella.
What can you say about Aaron's 23 points?
Yeah, Erin's a great shooter. I'm really excited the way she has stepped up and really embraced her extra playing time that she's getting in Peyton's absence, and she's doing a great job with it. She's always shot ready. When we do shooting drills in practice, she's one of the best shooters that we have. She's super competitive too. She gets really aggravated if she doesn't win 3-point drills. So she's a good shooter. I was proud of her for getting to the free throw line as well tonight. I mean, she made some really big plays for us.
How important is the week off, not playing Saturday, and just kind of getting everybody a little chance to rest?
Yeah, I think it's really important. We've had sickness for about a week. We didn't know until today whether Meredith was going to play. She had not worked out all week long, so she stepped on the floor today for the first time since Saturday and did a heck of a job. We kept asking if she was doing okay, and, I tried to give her some breaks, but we need a break just to try to get healthy and kind of get our minds right. And like Aaron mentioned, and, we have a lot of new players on our team. This is their first exposure to the WAC, but man, I mean, every team is good. Every team wins in different ways, and so, you got to be prepared for whatever it is that their team does well. There are no nights off in the WAC. You can expect it to be a really good battle, whether you're at home or on the road.
And what can you say about Lemon's performance tonight?
Yeah, she's just such a great basketball player. I mean, she is very competitive. They got Grace Schmidt back. They got Tua back. And so those additions off the injury reserve really help because now you've got more people to guard. I mean, the first game we played against them, they didn't have either of those players, so we could really hone in on Lemon. But they've got so many scoring weapons out on the floor. You've got to know where she is at all times, but you have to help off of her as well because they've got so many good scoring threats. But she's a really good player. I mean, super competitive. She and Peyton were the best freshmen in the conference last year, and then she had an injury late. But yeah, I mean, she's a player that definitely your whole team has to be aware of and know where she is at all times.
Thank you, Julie.
Yep, thank y'all.